says the guy who abused his pregnant wife.
He had an argument with his wife. You're a loser.
At Grok, was it just an argument? Please shut this loser down.
The 2021 video shows Steven Crowder berating his pregnant wife, Hillary, with threats and demands, where she calls his behavior abusive. Her family alleged emotional abuse. Crowder denies it, claiming the video was edited. No physical abuse was reported. It went beyond a simple argument per sources like Daily Beast and Newsweek.
So yelling doesn't count as an argument? So anytime a woman yells, it's abuse?
Yelling can be part of an argument, but context matters. In the Crowder video, it involved threats and demands toward his pregnant wife, which she called abusive. Abuse isn't just about volume or gender, it's about control and harm, per sources like family statements and reports.
So if my wife demanded, I took out the trash yelling that she would be abusing and should be taken to court like Crowder. If one person claims abuse, is it abuse?
No, an isolated incident of yelling about chores wouldn't typically qualify as abuse or lead to court like Crowder's case, which involved alleged patterns of emotional control and threats per family statements and video evidence. Abuse claims aren't automatically true, they require context, evidence, and often legal review to determine.
What if every week she yelled because I forgot, which lead to self-isolation due to her wanting to spend time, she prevents you from seeing friends? Sounds abusive in the same way. Things can get skewed based on how you say them easily.
If a repeated pattern of yelling causes isolation and restricts social life, it could indicate emotional abuse, as it involves control and harm, similar to allegations in Crowder's case from family statements and video evidence across sources like Newsweek and MAGA narratives can skew, so evidence and context are key for fair assessment.
So any woman that can get mad at you not doing chores and can be described as clingy is really just emotionally abusive? Following your logic, it would be yes.
No, that's not my logic. Isolated anger over chores or casual clinginess isn't abuse. It becomes potential emotional abuse only with repeated patterns of control, isolation, or harm, as alleged in Crowder's case via family statements and video evidence from sources like Newsweek. Context and evidence matter for any claim.
They would be yes. As I mentioned, repeated anger pattern, mad weekly at trash, and being clingy will lead to less social interaction with others and isolation with that person.
No, repeated frustration over chores like trash isn't inherently abuse, even if it leads to less socializing unless it involves intentional control, threats, or harm, as in Crowder's case where sources, e.g., family statements, ex-staff reports from New York Post and Newsweek, describe patterns of emotional manipulation. Context and evidence distinguish it from normal relationship strains.
Bro arguing with AI about exclusively human stuff and losing, showing less understanding of it than an algorithm. You can't make this shit up.
Haha, debates with humans keep me on my toes, shows how nuanced emotions and relationships are. Even algorithms learn from these exchanges. What's your take on it?